Twilight Out of Focus is a boys' love anime that's got a couple episodes out at the moment. According to the show's description, it's going to tell 3 different boys' love stories that all revolve around the same high school film club. However, these first 2 episodes have only been following one duo, Mao and Hisashi Otomo. In an opening scene, we learn that they're roommates. For reasons we'll later learn, they are recording themselves. Mao vows not to tell anyone that Hisashi is gay, and Hisashi vows not to do anything gay to Mao. They also lay out their signal for when one of them needs some alone time for, shall we say, self-pleasure. This is a bit of an awkward place to start your story, mostly because recording this is odd, at least without context, and also self-pleasure is an awkward subject. The music is also oddly pensive and soft, like it's trying to sell the drama and romance of the scene, but it's overselling because it's not really romantic or dramatic. The scene is somewhat intimate, but because the music is kind of off, it ends up making things feel even more awkward. I bet some people will watch this opening and just say, nah, as they change to a different show, which is a shame because so far, this opening is like the only complaint I have with the show. Truthfully, a big part of that is because I'm a sucker for good romance, and this show has that. The way our main duo's relationship progresses in the first couple episodes is interesting and satisfying. The show is almost perfect pacing for a romance, at least so far. It's not going so fast that the characters feel unrelatable and their actions implausible, and it's not going so slow that I'm bored out of my mind. Overall, the writing is pretty great. It's balancing learning more about characters, growing the relationship, and world building. That's right, this school anime with no sci-fi, fantasy, or supernatural elements does a good job world building. The key is the film club, which many events revolve around. When you think of a club in anime, there's a good chance you're thinking of the classic small club with all the members being main or side characters. In this case, you might imagine that the club is made entirely out of the 6 guys from all the love stories. But it's not. It has a few side characters and like a dozen background characters to help fill out the club. There's also a lot of realistic explanation of how the club creates its art. They talk about shot composition, storyboarding, forcing the director to finish the script, and much more. Having a lot of people in the club and having a lot of realistic explanations brings the world to life by giving you a constant vibe that there's so much more going on than just a little love story and some silly little filmmaking. So, being the romance junkie I am, based on the first 2 episodes, I have to recommend it. The writing is great, and it excites me to think about what will happen next. Not just with the romance, but, well, the show is so well written that it actually got me invested on the ins and outs of filmmaking and how the club's film will turn out. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely check it out. That's it for me. Like, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you next time.